10 is The Collection. This movie is badass. Right in the beginning scene is kind of a throwback to Ghost Ship. Remember in Ghost Ship when they're all on the deck dancing and this razor wire comes along and cuts everyone in half? That's what they do in this movie, except it's a rotating spike that starts killing these people. The Collector, he is really, really awesome. Kind of a different villain. You don't really know too much about him, other than the fact that he knows how to fight and he knows how to set traps and he collects people and puts them in these boxes. I love the first movie, but this was a damn good sequel. Alright, coming in at number 9 is 10 Cloverfield Lane. This movie has an amazing performance by John Goodman. Probably my favorite performance by him. And Mary Elizabeth Winstead did a good job too. And this is in the same universe as Cloverfield, but it's not like a sequel or prequel or anything like that. It just kind of falls in the same kind of thing. But yeah, it's Mary Elizabeth Winstead is a car wreck. She gets taken underground by John Goodman because he says there's an outbreak going on, there's aliens attacking, and you need to stay in this bunker. And it kind of becomes psychological at that point, because you're like, is he telling the truth? Is he nuts? Or is there really an outbreak going on? So through the whole movie, you're sitting there trying to figure out, like, is he telling the truth or not? So really, really awesome. John Goodman, he should have won something for this. I don't know if he did or not, but that was number 9. Number 8. Now this would be higher on my list if it wasn't for the ones, above it. Halloween, 2018. I did like this film. I thought maybe it was a little bit overhyped. I still prefer Halloween 2 as the sequel to Halloween, but they tried and they went in a different direction with this. Laurie Strode not being the sister kind of thing. So I like that idea. I just prefer the brother and sister storyline. I think there's more dynamic, like character dynamics going on there. But yeah, it is what it is, and I still think they should have had a different title. Why not call it Halloween 2? We already have all these movies called Halloween now. If Halloween 2 doesn't exist, just call this Halloween 2 or Halloween Returns or something different. Alright, so number 7 is Frozen. Probably my favorite Adam Green film about survival. People get stuck on the ski lift and they have to survive the elements, they have to survive the wolves, and try to get down off this ski lift. And it becomes a chore. This has Shawn Ashmore in it, and I love the guy. He's in, the Mother's Day remake. He was Iceman in X-Men films. He was in The Ruins. He's awesome. I wish he would do more stuff. I just really like him as an actor. So, Frozen. Alright, coming in at number 6 is A Quiet Place. I definitely enjoyed this one. Definitely different. Again, you have a comedian, John Krasinski, taking a directorial position to do a horror film, much like Jordan Peele did. And I swear, some of these comedians are very talented. This was a very, very intriguing film, very intense, on the edge of your seat. And him and Emily Blunt did a great job. And the second movie looks good. I just wonder how they're going to explain certain things. There's got to be flashbacks with John Krasinski, but definitely good. Alright, now we're on to my top 5. I freaking love this movie. Next to Blair Witch Project, this is definitely one of my favorite found footage, and it is As Above, So Below. This movie is fucking amazing. I am not even just exaggerating. This movie is creepy, and they actually filmed in the catacombs of Paris. There's videos on YouTube where people, they go down in this little hole underneath this bridge, and it's a secret way into the catacombs. That's real. People have done it on YouTube. Watch these people go in there. That's where they film this. A lot of it. And of course there were sets that were built, but most of it was there. I forgot what his name was. I think it was Ben Feldman, who actually got sick, or he actually was really, really afraid in some points of filming down there. Really, really creepy film. It kind of reminds me of a mix between like Tomb Raider, Indiana Jones, and then maybe Blair Witch in some ways. Really, really cool. I definitely recommend this movie if you haven't seen it. Coming in at number 4, it's probably no question, Get Out. You know, a lot of people may say this movie's overhyped. I just think it's a really well done film. That's all. I mean, I wasn't like really hyping this movie up. I just think it was very well done. It has a lot of the, you know, I want to say like social politics that are going on nowadays. They kind of reference that in this movie a little bit, but I think all the performances were just really, really solid. And yeah, like it's from, you know, Blumhouse, producer of The Visit, Insidious, and The Gift. It really kind of, I don't know, it makes you feel like you can't get out. I mean, it's a great title, but Jordan Peele definitely surprised everybody. Coming in at number 3 is Train to Busan. This movie, I've talked about this before. This is an excellent zombie film. On the edge of your seat, you got guys in the trains getting seat cushions, taping up their wrists and arms, going up to zombies and just being like, bam, like, bam, bam, like, oh my god, it's badass. Picking zombies up, throwing them. Here's a zombie car. Here's a passenger car. Here's the guys trying to get 2 of the passengers to get them, but they got to go through the zombie car to get to this car. I mean, it makes you think in a way, strategy-wise, but honestly, everyone's performance in this was really, really good. So, I hear they're making another one. I can't wait. The little girl here kind of made me tear up. You have to read the subtitles. It's a subtitled film. But what she did in this when she like would get really emotional, I really felt for her, man. Like, I started to tear up. So, very, very good zombie film. One of the best I've ever seen. Coming in at number 2 is The Conjuring. This movie scared the shit out of me when I first saw it. I still think it holds up today, but it's got Patrick Wilson, Vera Farmiga, and Lily Taylor. I'm a big fan of Lily Taylor. I liked her in The Haunting. I liked her in Ransom. She's very, very good in this movie. Just the creepy aspect of this, the atmosphere, based on the true case files of the Warrens. You know, they investigate this haunting that's going on in this house, and they just do it so well. Yeah, this movie, I like The Conjuring 2, and I know I guess they're going to make another one. I don't think James Wan is going to direct it. I think he's going to produce it, actually. But this is definitely one of my favorite films from James Wan. All right, number 1. Let's see if you guys can guess it. This is a brand new film that just came out. And I'm sorry, this holds the candle right now. This gets the trophy for me, for my favorite horror film between 2010 and 2019, and that is Dr. Sleep. Dr. Sleep blew me away. This would have been my favorite film of 2019 if Joker had not come out and been as good. This movie blew me away. I'm a number 1 fan of The Shining. I love Stanley Kubrick's The Shining. But I honestly was so afraid to go into this movie because I'm like, I hope they don't ruin, you know, what The Shining was all about. But they didn't. They got people to play, they got actors and actresses to play the people from Stanley Kubrick's The Shining, like Jack Nicholson and Shelley Duvall. They got people that look just like them to play the parts. There's a scene in this, something happens to this kid. I had to look away because I have kids of myself, but it went on forever, and it's a very brutal scene. I'm just warning you. But there's some creepy images with like Room 237, with the lady in the bathtub, and the Overlook Hotel, how they built the sets from the original blueprints of Stanley Kubrick's vision. Mike Flanagan actually got the blueprints, and he knew how to build those sets. I mean, we're talking down to the actual fibers of the rugs that are laid on the floor. We're talking about the actual wallpaper, what the walls actually look like. I mean, it is amazing the amount of detail that went into this movie. Not to mention, Ewan McGregor's performance was top-notch. It blew me away. Because he plays Danny Torrance. And he's still getting over what happened to him at the Overlook. But there's like Rebecca Ferguson, who I think is hotter than hell. Like, she's one of my crushes. I'll always admit that. She's Rebecca Ferguson. Yeah, she's with this cult of people who steal the shining out of people who have the shining. They basically suck it out of them, and that makes them have more energy and more power to do things, which is a really cool idea. But everyone's performance in this was top-notch. This movie has the same visual atmosphere as the Stanley Kubrick's Shining. From them driving up to the Overlook Hotel, the music, the slow panning shots, smooth editing. It is all there. It's all creepy in that way. It just reminds me of, you could actually pop in Stanley Kubrick's The Shining and then pop this in right after. It is a worthwhile sequel. And they even have tidbits and Easter eggs in here that go back to the Stephen King version, which is the TV version. With the boiler room and certain things that happen in that TV version. Some say even the book, okay? There's a lot of stuff from the Stephen King's The Shining book that they do add in this. It's almost a mix. It almost seems like it's like 85-90% Stanley Kubrick, and then, you know, maybe 10% or maybe even 15% of Stephen King, you know, adaptation from the book. But that's cool. There's a nice mix. I like the mix. But very, very good film. This gets the trophy for me. This gets the #1 spot of my favorite. #1 for 2010 horror. So, there you go. Like, this is just my, personal list. Hope you guys enjoyed it.